Welcome back to my channel. Many of you may have heard about Senator Natasha and you're wondering what exactly is going on. Well, I'm here to summarize it all for you and save you the hard work of having to watch so many videos to try and understand what is happening. So first of all, let me give you a timeline, okay? In 2023, Natasha Uduaghan, a lawyer and an activist, became the first female senator representing Kogi Central in Nigeria under the People's Democratic Party, PDP. On March the 6th, 2025, Natasha is suspended from the Senate for 6 months over alleged misconduct during a plenary session. She claims that this was retaliation for her sexual harassment allegations against the Senate President, Godswill Akpoti. On March 24th, 2025, the petition to recall Senator Natasha was submitted to INEC. INEC is Nigeria's Electoral Commission. So this petition was initiated by a group called Concerned Kogi Youth and Women, and they claim to have lost confidence in her due to alleged misconduct. On the 2nd of April 2025, in a dramatic and bold move, Natasha uses a helicopter to visit her constituency in Kogi State. She explains that roadblocks and restrictions imposed by the governor of Kogi State made it impossible for her to travel by road. So Natasha's dramatic helicopter entrance was a bold move to bypass this government-imposed restrictions on rallies and convoys. She landed directly on her compound. That way, she didn't break any law. This act was seen as defiance against political intimidation. On April 3rd, 2025, the petition to recall Senator Natasha from the Senate was thrown out by INEC. This decision was based on the petition failing to meet constitutional requirements, including insufficient valid signatures. So let me give you the full story now. There is a woman called Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. She was born into a family that valued education and justice. Natasha grew up with a strong sense of right and wrong. Her parents came from different parts of the world. Her father is a medical doctor, Dr. Jimo Akpoti, a Nigerian from Kogi State, Nigeria. Her mother, a teacher called Ludmila, is from Ukraine. They taught her to always stand up for what she believed in. Natasha carried these lessons with her as she became a lawyer, fighting for the rights of the underprivileged people. But Natasha didn't stop there. She saw how women in Nigeria were often silenced, their voices drowned out in a world dominated by men. So she decided to step into the world of politics, a place where very few women dared to go to. So in 2023, she made history by becoming the first female senator representing Kogi Central in Nigeria. Her victory was a beacon of hope for many Nigerian women, showing them that they too could dream big. As a senator, Natasha worked tirelessly for her people. She fought for better schools, for health care, for roads in Kogi State. She became a voice for the voiceless, especially women and children. But her journey was not without challenges. Some powerful people didn't like that Natasha was speaking out. They tried to silence her. They accused her of misconduct. They suspended her from the Senate. Natasha didn't back down. She spoke up, saying that she was being punished for standing against harassment and injustice. Then came the helicopter saga. In April 2025, Natasha wanted to visit her people in Kogi State, but the roads were blocked. The state governor had made it nearly impossible for her to travel by road. So Natasha did something bold. She used a helicopter to reach her constituency. She landed directly on her property, making sure she followed the law. This act showed her people that she wouldn't let anyone stop her from serving them. But the challenges didn't end there. Some of her opponents started a campaign to recall her from the Senate. They claimed that they no longer had confidence in her, that her people no longer wanted her as their senator. Natasha's supporters fought back, saying that the recall was based on lies and forged signatures. In the end, the Electoral Commission dismissed the recall petition, proving that Natasha still had the support of her people. Now, Natasha's story is more than just a tale of one woman fighting. It's a landmark event. It's a story about the strength and resilience of Nigerian women. But it's not just about Nigerian women. It's more than that. It's about fighting for justice, respect, and honor of all women. It's about standing up against those who try to silence you. Natasha showed that no matter how tough the battle, you can rise above it and continue to fight for what is right. Wherever the history of Nigerian politics is told, she will be remembered for her intelligence, her strategic mindset, and dedication to her goals. The story shows that my dear country, Nigeria, still has a long way to go when it comes to equality and human rights. Now, on the health aspects of this story is a story of great mental health and resilience. Natasha's ability to withstand political harassment and attempts to silence her reflects immense mental resilience. I cannot even begin to imagine what she's going through mentally. And in Nigeria, mental health issues are widespread, with about 30% of Nigerians suffering from mental illness. This underscores the need for accessible mental health support, especially for individuals in high-pressure roles like politics. I just pray she doesn't break down. There's also the issue of maternal and women health. Natasha's advocacy for women highlights the broader struggles faced by Nigerian women. Nigeria has one of the highest maternal mortality rates globally, with approximately almost 1,000 maternal deaths per 100,000 live births in 2023. To break it down, almost 1,000 women died for every 100,000 births that occurred in 2023 in Nigeria. I'm hoping her story can inspire efforts to improve maternal health care and reduce these alarming figures. There's also the occupational health risks. Natasha's suspension and recall attempts, they all illustrate occupational hazards of being a female politician in Nigeria. Stress-related illnesses and workplace harassment are significant concerns. And in Nigeria, we still need to do better around occupational health risk because they are often overlooked, with many workers lacking formal health and safety training. In terms of community health development, Natasha's fight for better infrastructure in Kogi State ties directly to community health. Poor road networks, these hinder political access, but also delay emergency medical services. Imagine if you needed to get to hospital, but you had all these roadblocks and all sorts of measures that have been imposed due to political struggles. These lead to needless deaths. Nigeria has, going by the statistics, one community health worker per 10,000 people. One community health worker, one per 10,000 people. This really highlights the need to improve healthcare accessibility, especially in rural areas. There needs to be more access to emergency services. Natasha was able to use a helicopter due to the blocked roads. But this mirrors the challenge faced by emergency medical services in Nigeria. Imagine you urgently need blood. That can be delivered by helicopter if we get our acts together. Imagine someone has just had an accident and is bleeding to death. They need emergency transfer to a hospital. These are what helicopters can be used for. This story also takes me to gender inequalities in health. Natasha's struggles as a female senator reflects the broader gender inequality in Nigeria. For example, only 35% of Nigerian women have family planning needs met with modern methods. Addressing these disparities is crucial for achieving gender equality in healthcare. I really feel bad for other women who have been used against Natasha. I'm actually dismayed to see a woman lead the official submission of the petition to recall her. These people had to use women to do their dirty work. I can only conclude that these women are not thinking right. Some have been bribed with money, so poverty is a huge factor. Some no doubt have been intimidated into opposing Senator Natasha. Others are simply ignorant. They don't realize that what goes round will come round. If we don't get behind her, who will? Indeed, history has been made and is still being made. We have not heard the end of this story. I won't be surprised if she's elected Kogi State Governor or even the Senate President. I hope she stays well. I hope she stays protected. And I don't want to hear about assassination or anything happening to her. I pray she stays well. So please subscribe to the channel. We'll keep updating us as the story unfolds. And I'll see you back in my very next video. Bye for now.